Yeah, because she
At least it wasn't a Ciroc bottle. We all be dead.
Look. I was tempered glass.
Hello, beautiful people and fellow winers, and welcome to this very special wine out for a little something number two. Wine about with your hostesses, Shimon, Camille,
And Ty Michelle.
Y'all know the deal. We wine while we wine and all that goodness. So we have officially been doing this for 2 years. Our anniversary was Cinco de Mayo, aka the 5th of May, 2021. We launched. So we are about to go into year 3. We're gonna do this wine out a little different. We got the husband, we got a little boyfriend, and if y'all were here for last year's, click the link if you weren't, or scroll a whole lot in IG if you were. They asked us questions about this whole podcasting process. And now after 2 years, we're going to ask them and get their perspective and feedback on the evolution of this thing for 2 years. We're a little concerned.
Trivia.
Also some trivia about this. So you can play along for the trivia. It's only 5 questions. But we'll be doing that throughout.
And plenty of digressions because we wouldn't be us if we don't digress.
We just digress.
Come on, She-Hulk.
Oh no, see, I need help. I need help.
Tana, you going over there.
She tapped into her femininity.
Her soft side.
That's my fault.
I was like, say, because I know. What they say?
What says what?
Oh, Instagram did something.
Oh, did somebody log in? We're
I
still
don't
live
know.
on the IG.
Okay, it's more.
Okay, well, we have to.
I don't need no, don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff, IG. Yeah, for IG.
Okay. So yeah, grab a glass of your favorite red, white, rosé. Join us on the couch as we go through our top 6.
Top 6 as we turn tree. We turn tree.
Going into our 3rd year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We officially 2.
Yeah. But we turned 3, like a 3-year-old, they finished 2 and turned 3.
That's how I was looking at it. We start in year 3. Right.
So we start with
You're 2 years old. Yeah, 2 years. You completely 2
We
years old.
completed 2, but we're going into 3. We like to look forward. We like to look ahead. Anyway,
They said that. Use that something.
You didn't get the dump bucket.
I thought we didn't have one.
It's in the drawer. We're not asking Marsha to get it again. You just wanted to get up and show off your hoochie daddy show.
That's already on camera.
Oh goodness. Okay, y'all. Y'all know
I should have worn my white ones.
Are you done?
Oh wow.
Daddy
Are
something?
you done?
It is apparently.
Yeah, that but who's dad?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I don't know how we're gonna start this.
We're gonna let the guys pick the wines. Y'all gonna pick the wines. We've already had them, but
Yeah, these are our top. Y'all, these are the good ones. These are our fun ones.
Well, I feel
Some of our
I go ahead and
faves,
start.
at
I
least
got it.
one or two.
We're gonna start with the. I'm gonna grab this.
The only red on the table.
The
Yeah,
only
let's.
is
No, it's
red.
2 reds. It's 2 reds. Malvasia is a red.
You know my boss here.
Well, that's the
That's sort of,
extra. ain't it?
but this is.
no.
Oh, that's not the extra?
1,000 Lives is the one that's not open.
Okay.
But this is Zamora. It says a young, semi-sweet red wine, Cabernet Sauvignon.
I think that's why we like it.
'Cause
2021.
it
It's semi-sweet.
semi-sweet.
Younger.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna do
My first
that. I'll
question.
break it right off.
Please don't.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
My first question to you guys is
You have to speak up.
oh.
No, I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Can we get the toothpicks like in the middle so we'll have to reach all the way across the tube?
That's is that the middle?
I don't know what the.
No, like.
Well, I wasn't.
I meant like in between you two. That would be the middle. Thinking ahead, you know, like to look forward.
So my question, what is happening? Oh, somebody joined. Hello. I don't know.
Me?
That's me, go ahead, sir.
A bit of the bubbly.
So my question for y'all is, how has your experience been these past 2 years on the podcast? Because y'all are go-tos when people don't show up.
Yeah, people don't show up when people.
Y'all have done our trailer. They were our trailer. If y'all seen it on YouTube, that's them.
I will say for me,
Don't do big boys. We still got a whole.
for me, up and down. And it's because where it's definitely been fun moments within the podcast, it's also been angry moments outside the podcast. Because outside looking in, I understand the time that it takes you guys, and I understand your determination that we're gonna get this done, but it still takes away from other shit. It takes away from real life. And it's hard to get someone into that mindset that you're taking away from real life when you have a focus and you focused on your goal of getting something done. Because a lot of times, especially for her, it's she gets something in her sights, that's where her focus is. So if that shit takes 3 days, then it's 3 days. But that's 3 days that we should be doing this. We should be doing that. Well, I'm doing this. Okay. But we should be doing this. You don't like to go to sleep. I do. When I go to sleep, you got all the time in the world to do that. I'm going to be woke for another maybe hour and a half, 2 hours on a good night. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that hour and a half, 2 hours. And then that next 3, when you woke doing nothing, you can be doing that right there.
Okay.
And you, sir. And you.
Scheduling, man. Scheduling. Just scheduling around it. I'm not gonna say it's always taken away from things, because I think you got it down to a science now. Plus, I'm away from the house at least 12 to 14 hours a day, unfortunately. So a lot of that stuff you take care of while I'm away.
I try.
So we come, by the time I get back there, we actually have our time. We have time to do a few other things, but trying to schedule out things on the weekends and then end up finding out, oh shoot, nope, you got a recording. Oh shoot, it's the one out. Dang, can't do it that weekend. I got the kids. So just finding that's been the downside of the scheduling, but it's been kind of fun. I've enjoyed the questions. They get kind of interesting and
The wine out question.
yeah, they get a little interesting. Plus the topics, if we're actually on, for the actual podcast, they've been fun. So I've enjoyed it.
Okay. Is this your all's first time having this in the room?
Yes.
I think so.
I think I had it.
I think easily because it was at the house. I'm trying to look up. I don't remember.
Which episode?
I definitely don't remember what episode. I can say that this. I think we
This
only
was
yeah,
this
because we
year.
only had one guest.
Yeah.
It was I gave it a 3.5, which I actually like it more than that at this point. You gave it a 4 or 5. Our guest gave it a 5. So, but we only had one guest, so it wasn't.
It wasn't me.
That's a good question. I didn't put the.
You know what I'm saying? How you?
I actually
Y'all
like
all had
this.
the
So
same thing? I said y'all all had.
This was at the wine
It
out.
was at the wine out. I did. So for those, and for the guys,
You
understand.
did a wine out with one person?
Remember we did it with Sean.
We
It was
did it
just
with
us and Sean once.
oh, that might have been y'all.
Oh, the double recording.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
The one
that's-
recorded, the one not.
Right.
That lesson.
That lesson.
Okay, this was Sean. Sean actually really liked this.
Yep.
This was us when we did. That's
I
what this
didn't get
was.
any of this. This is good.
So for those, for the guys, and for y'all who are listening, to our fellow winers, as we said earlier, these are our top 6. Well, we do have a 7th, but that's because we want Papa Sparkling to celebrate. But we looked up our top 10 wines, and we chose 6 out of them, trying to keep in mind red, white, champagne, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio. Trying to keep a variety.
No, right. Variety. But my mouth is full.
Variety was the
What
point.
IG say?
I
It
can't
keeps
see what
flashing
IG is
something
saying.
on our thing. I don't know what that says.
I don't know what it says either. But
Gang banging on bacon. What's going on, IG?
I don't know what IG is saying. But yes, so that's how we chose these. We only had two reds that we liked, and they're on the table. But to that brings me to my first question. So, okay. So fellas, here's a little trivia, and y'all can play along with us. What's our top rated wine over the past 3 years? Here are the options. Chardonnay by Philip Carter Winery of Virginia. Buttery Chardonnay, which is on the table, by Prophecy Wines. Or Malvasia di Casorso Dolce by Cantina Sociale di Casorso, which is awesome. What's our favorite? What was our top rated?
What was our top? Not our favorite.
Not
what
our
was our
favorite, top rated. Those top rateds are going off of wine outs, y'all. It's not what
It's
we
not
just
what we
said.
yeah,
It's
just
what-
the wine
it's
out.
based on wine out averages.
I feel like the what is it, Mavassier?
Malvasia.
Yeah, I feel like that's
I
I feel like that's what it is.
Okay, he says Malvasia. Look, boyfriend, what do you think? We got Chardonnay by Philip Carter, Buttery Chardonnay by Prophecy, or Malvasia di Casorso by Cantina Sociale.
I know y'all like the buttery Chardonnay, but I'm wondering if it's the other one, just because it's not here.
That's good. Let's see. I look at it like this. She loves Chardonnay. Her not so much.
She likes the buttery.
So yeah, but I know she loves that one. The Philip Carter was good, but I don't think it ranked the highest. Both of them will drink that.
The
like it's
Malvasia,
no
I
tomorrow.
I
With no
know.
problem.
I
So
know.
what I-
But was
what-
it highly rated though? Did they give it the highest score?
I don't
It's
know.
based
I don't know
on
who else
mind
had
you
it.
though, and that's what it is. based
I don't know
on.
who else had it.
And that's what I can't
Depending
remember.
on
I don't
who else
remember.
had it.
So
If they like, cause you gotta think.
just because I like to jump out on the ledge, I'm just gonna go with the other Chardonnay. What was the Philip
Philip
Carter? Yeah, I'll go with that.
And that was it. Our highest rated was the
Philip Carter.
Philip
Philip
Carter.
Carter.
Was the Philip Carter Chardonnay.
I literally only looked at just
Yeah,
now
it
on the
wasn't
table.
on the
And I was
table.
like, I feel like it's hard to get. I feel like it was
It
one of
is.
those ones that was
It
like,
is.
You
damn,
have
this
to,
is good.
you have
Yeah.
to order it from the.
You
We were
have-
going to have it.
We were, but then we realized you had to order it, and it is from Virginia, but we didn't have time to drive there.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Remember we brought a bottle at the
At the, Wine
And
Fest,
the Wine Fest, the DC
Yes.
Wine
Right,
Fest.
see.
Right.
And that was, I loved it at the
That was a
DC
great
Wine
day,
Fest.
man.
It
That was
was.
a great day. I had a ball. Got a,
I did too.
Experiences.
Right.
We've been there.
All right.
Now I don't know how it would be now after COVID because this was still doing certain restrictions.
Yeah, but we was packed in that.
I was like, they
It
won't
was
concerned
packed,
about
but it
COVID.
was-
We was shoulder to shoulder in that zone, drinking
I'm about to say
liquor
like
and wine.
Walking like a tongue man.
Sure.
That was our highest, followed by the Buttery Chardonnay,
And
then
then Malvasia.
Malvasia, for those that don't know.
I feel like the Malvasia got third because whoever we had on the show that day, it was too sweet for them.
I remember that episode because that was near the first. And there was us, the husband, and Trey.
Yeah.
That's why.
And it got skewed a little bit.
That's why.
But that was why.
That's why. Trey would be happy with a Merlot. That's
Mhm.
Yeah, it was too sweet
That's
for
like
him.
extremely
That's why
dry.
it dropped.
That's why. Okay. I can understand that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
the husband,
y'all
what's
remember
our
tasting
We're gonna go with Josh
Yeah,
because it's a
that's good.
Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
One of my favorites.
Something I never thought I'd hear my husband say.
And we were talking about that earlier.
Well, that wine is his
That
favorite.
one
that
of any
is-
wine is
yeah.
one of his favorites, so it warms my heart on the inside.
Does it?
Alright,
It
well, just
does.
wait till we go out. Wait.
Like right when we go out, like if
They go.
they
and
got
go.
like I be like, we took
Just
them.
wait for us
I
to
did.
have- Just wait for us to have our new day out because we're gonna go with the
Like-
whole, warm it up. Sit
Swirl
there,
around.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your question for the fellas.
Oh shit, I got a question.
You got to cover something. I came with the first one.
Oh damn, what
You ain't
about?
write nothing down?
No, cause she had all the questions.
You're so
Cause this was
unprepared.
different.
This
This
was
is
supposed
not
to go
the original.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is so unprofessional. I did not get up this morning for this.
The question about the White. The question
Okay.
about the White House. I mean the podcast.
Alright, so what's your favorite episode? I'm gonna go real basic. What's your favorite episode?
Ooh.
Either that you heard or you've been on. Either one.
Either one.
We'll start with you.
I'm trying to think because
Marcia's probably watched all of them. I have not.
He has listened to all of them.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which one is my favorite because.
Whenever one comes to mind, we literally just recorded our 99th episode.
So, I actually say this. So the episode right now, I can't say that it's my absolute favorite, but I did enjoy listening to was the one where regrets. It was the one that y'all were talking men's regrets. And the way that you restated the question, because a lot of times when men ask questions like, hey man, what do you regret about your last relationship? And we kind of standoffish, like usually it ends up, I regret being in it. And they're like, no, like certain things that you've done in a relationship, and it's like, well, I don't want to make it sound like I still want the person. That's not what that is. And y'all restated it like, no, so you have no regrets on how you treated her or anything like that. It's like,
definition.
right. And once you gave the definition, it was like they went back. It was like, oh, I probably would have paid more attention to their feelings at the moment when it came to certain things, just because I may have been a little over the top the way I carried it. I would have carried it differently now. I don't want the person anymore, but I feel like maybe I should have gave them that little bit of grace, just because I carried it wrong. I know more now than I did then, and I really appreciated that because that's one of a lot of times men, we don't, like y'all can talk about that, but a lot of times men don't, because it makes it seem like you still want the person or still love the person or care, and it's like, nah, I just would have changed my actions.
I'm not gonna say we don't talk about it. We talk about it with each other.
With each other, yeah. But nah, it's not a public conversation.
That's where that whole illusion of men don't hold each other accountable. Do you know
We
the
do.
stuff we say
We
to
do.
each other
But
when
I
y'all
think
are not around?
But that was
Like-
part of the impetus to do the Wine with the Guys series.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
recognize that there are conversations
That you all have.
that men have privately that maybe should come out more publicly in a safe, protected space.
Mhm.
Because we think it would benefit women to hear some of these, because that's not what's out there. That's why we did the whole fatherhood. A lot of the topics we do for Wine with the Guys, and to that episode was Cortland and Trey. So thank you to both of them. We don't hear it. And that was the conversation. We literally just had one, which will be coming out this month, May, about preparing for fatherhood, because you don't hear that.
Right.
You don't hear about men talking
about that. You
Right.
only see what you see in the media, and news, social media,
I
so it's media.
I'm gonna be like this. Even if you prepared,
You still not prepared.
No,
No,
You're
but
not prepared.
even to speak to that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always hear that from a woman's perspective.
Right.
To hear it from a man's perspective, because it's always what's perpetuated in society is men run away from it.
Right.
Men don't want
And that's
children.
not the case.
Men don't want, it's right. And
But
that's
you know that
what
by
it's showing.
experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, she met me. I had my kids.
Yes.
So
That was one of the biggest
I
turn-ons for
don't
me.
know.
I was like, wait. Not that I had never seen it, because my dad had his kids, but it was like, wait.
But that's not what's shown.
Right.
Right.
It's not what's
And that's
shown.
not what's talked about.
So that's why, that literally, when we thought about Wine with the Guys, that literally was
the
our
reason.
conversation. We were like, we want to take these conversations, like you said, in a safe space, but we want you all, what you share with each other, to, not
Ma'am.
saying you have to go fully into depth with it, but at least bring it to light,
We wanted
so
to
that
ask these
we
questions.
can understand and possibly
Learn
somewhere learn something or help someone else who may be contemplating a relationship, or someone who is in a relationship.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that we always the best examples, but we can give you you can get something from us, hopefully positive.
We like to bring
I'm
on
gonna give y'all an episode where I don't think anything's positive. That's
Is
probably
this
one
your
of my
favorite?
favorites.
Oh, Lord.
Because it shines a light on the subject that we, as a society, don't like to talk about.
Mm.
We give so much grace to women.
Oh,
There's no accountability a lot of times.
Deadbeat mom.
Deadbeat mom. deadbeat moms
Yo, we went. Yeah.
Oh.
because they both felt some type of way about it.
That's a cheers to that for you.
But it's one of them things we don't talk about it.
We don't.
And
no.
that's why I say I'm in agreement with a lot of things that society-wise isn't. Like, because a woman can turn around, get pregnant, she don't want it, she can turn around either have an abortion,
Not anymore.
or she can give it, well, yeah, not
Depending on where you
anymore.
are.
Or she can give it up. And guess what she don't have to do? She don't have to pay for that baby. But we don't talk about that. But when a man tries to do the same thing, it's all, oh, you supposed to do this. A lot of times, we as men and women, we have sex with people that we have no intention on having a kid with.
Amen. Like,
Period. Period. Men and women alike.
True.
I don't want no babies with her. I don't want no babies with him.
I just wanted to see what it was like. I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking for a good time. I was not looking for a long time. You know, it's unfortunate you popped up this way, but let's be real. You not in a position for no baby. I'm not in a position for no baby, and I don't like you like that.
And that's where it's at.
No, just keep it 100. I don't like you like that. Why are we gonna do this to ourselves now? We're bitter parents for 18 plus years.
Forever. I understand why people think parents are in at 18.
When your kid gets married at 25, y'all will both
Well,
still
see,
be
for
there.
some people, it's one of them, oh, she 18 now, I can cut her the hell off. I can cut him the hell off. Financially, I'm no longer responsible. That's why a lot of times it's 18 years, because if you do have that bad relationship, and once you hit that number, guess what? All that stop. I ain't got to worry about you no more. Because a lot of times, men and women alike, you can take that child and turn it against the other parent.
True.
Where now that other parent becomes just a check. So if I'm just a check, once I no longer have to be a check, I don't have to worry about you anymore.
Or somebody for you to emotionally manipulate.
Yeah.
Right. And do that a lot. Just
Right.
for that power and control.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I guess I'm not
I
surprised,
wanna add-
but
For shoot the shit. Control. Being control is being in control. The narcissism of women.
Of women. We can do that. To this point, that brings us right on in. Y'all just giving me this life for our questions. Based on that, because we would lose a lot of female viewers. We don't have a lot to start with.
Well, I have like start like down like that.
That's why, Marshall.
Well, wait, no, because remember I got my question for y'all, my trivia question for y'all in the
Right.
audience.
Oh,
Throw
so
those
it's a
in
trivia question
It's a
for
trivia
one
question.
and another question?
Well, I only got 5 questions, so one of these.
So we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
look,
That's why I'm asking.
This
'cause
one
it's
is
what you
she
meant.
asked the question, so we got 2 questions with the second one.
Well, I asked a question and I did a trivia. She
Okay.
asked a question, I did a trivia. And I did a
Yeah.
trivia because it fed right into it. What percentage of our YouTube viewership is male? This is as of April 30th, 2023. 65.4%, 70.6%, or 81.5%?
I said it's 7. Yeah, I was in 6, 7.
81.5.
Yes. look, but you know that
Titties
is
go
right.
a long way. Titties go a long way.
Man.
Woo,
Oh.
how dare you? How dare you?
I was
Do
like-
you want me to lie to you or you want me to be honest?
well, I would like to think we do.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
it's-
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
say
no,
that.
I'm gonna put it like this.
I'm not going to
We
downplay
will
your
watch.
content.
We will sit and watch titties and not remember
Dude,
none of
dude,
your
look.
episodes
Hey,
because
watched-
on that day, oh, she looked good. What was she talking about? I have no idea.
I got you beat. I swear to God, I watched weather for an area that I don't even live in just because of the girl that was on.
Oh, the weather
Because
girls
of it.
be. Oh my God. Some of them channels.
Well, first of all, we're not sitting with them out most of the time.
That don't mean
That don't mean anything.
Y'all niggas don't wear baggy shirts
Right.
at all.
My shirt baggy right
Nigga,
now.
don't pull up your dress, nigga.
My shirt's baggy right now.
Look, we know what it is. We accept it. It is what it is. That doesn't mean that they're not listening to your content. That's not what that is.
I will say we do
I-
have about
that's what I'm saying.
15 to 20 minutes worth of listens per episode. So y'all are sitting, the men who are sitting, or maybe that's just the women sitting through it and the dudes is like, nice boobs, moving on. I don't know, but most of our viewers on YouTube are men. And I was shocked at the 81. I really thought
When you told me a while ago that most of them were mad, I was like, oh, I'm sure it's probably like 80 something. Like I
I
put
thought
that
that
out
was like
there.
70 because we said that on our episode
Yeah.
with Carl.
Because it's still an attraction to it, and you have to understand that. Think about most
They're cute.
most
I know.
podcasts where men are the podcasters. They probably have more female viewers.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably.
Especially if they look like something, they have more female viewers.
And
You'll
it's
have
also
those guys
relationships.
where I'm
Also,
like,
look
yeah,
at
I
it
agree
like
with
this.
what he said, and the girl's like, oh, girl, he cute. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this, but
Right.
he be spitting some knowledge too.
So look at it like this: a guy is going to listen to a podcast either A, because visual, right off the break.
I mean, we talking
It looks
YouTube.
good.
We talking YouTube.
All right. If we listen to a guy's podcast, we're listening to it because it gave us some content that we wanted to hear.
Mhm.
But most of the time, unfortunately, well, I ain't gonna say most of the time, but a lot of the times now, especially if it's on Instagram or YouTube, women will listen to a podcast to hate,
Yes,
to
Yeah.
find a controversial issue and then
Yes.
comment on it.
I
Yes.
think that's
If you don't-
yes.
It could
because
be
men
people.
do that
Yeah,
on that
men
red
do
pill
too.
crap too.
Yeah,
Well,
men,
that
men. I'm not
red
gonna say
pill-
men don't do
I'm
it, but
gonna keep it 100. That whole red pill table talk shit, that whole show is toxic. If you want to get into it, and I know like they like to throw around the word toxic, that whole
No,
shit
it
is toxic.
Yeah.
All of it.
But I'm just saying, like, I think that's social media brings that. But yeah.
I get it. I get it.
All right, so our third wine, Le Boyfriend.
Okay,
Come on,
we
get
are
us.
going with the Let's Hit the Harmony by Boys to Men, Bordeaux White. It's a 2018.
Down on
If y'all don't know anything, oh,
I was gonna do the
okay.
end of the road.
I mean, we
I
got
mean,
songs. We
that's
got
our point. Y'all know we be spitting.
We be
songs.
singing.
Yeah.
Since we were just talking
Well,
about
so-
Mama, you know
I just like that
love
soul
you.
food.
No. He started it, so. Darling,
Okay, I don't need you to do that though.
Sing it,
Hold
Marsha.
on.
Sing it, Marsha.
No, don't sing it. Marsha.
And I know I just need one.
I need you to stop singing.
You gotta sing it while you pour. Sing it while you pour.
I got you. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Listen, thank you, because you doing too much, okay?
Go ahead. I'm gonna
I'm trying to
harmonize
get
it.
the-
No, baby.
No, we
Right.
good. I can't sing, but I can harmonize in there where it don't sound bad.
No, it's all right.
We done already proved that.
So, if y'all, what I was going to say before we got distracted was, if y'all don't know, when we said we chose variety, we definitely chose
Yeah.
variety.
These
for
are
here.
curated.
Was
Maybe
it the
next
white
time
Bordeaux?
we'll
These
do.
Bordeaux white here.
Maybe next time we'll get some more reds up in here.
Hopefully, we gotta start getting more red.
Well, the thing is, y'all don't
I
like
think
a
we
lot
be
of the
afraid.
reds, though.
Well, no, it's not that. I think we be because, like, you know, when you have like one that you don't like, you be like, I don't really want to try any more.
Yeah.
You know, so kind of like with Chardonnay. I feel like the reason why Chardonnay, to an extent, has grown on Siobhan is because I drink so much of it.
That's true.
So
Mm.
when we
I found-
get into this, she found things that she likes that she doesn't.
The
X, Y, and
buttery,
Z.
the oaky.
Right.
I
So
think.
now we have to do the same. Force ourselves to do the
to
same.
do red with
To
red.
do red.
Now we do our red in November.
Right.
So that is
That
where
helps.
we bring nothing but
Yeah,
reds
say
to the table.
me and you have had this on Wine Out Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember this
I
had
remember
a
this.
soggy grapefruity,
Yeah.
but I actually liked it.
hmm
Mm.
So yeah, that's why.
Okay, so my question is, how would you like to see the podcast improve? Feedback.
Oh, I'd like to see y'all with
Feedback.
endorsements. I'd like to see y'all with people actually
Okay.
investing, more and more into it, not just time.
Okay.
You know?
I'm gonna say something that I said to this little firecracker right here,
Oh, a firecracker.
and I think one of your viewers actually said it too, but he didn't put it the right way. I would like, when you guys go to talk about what's quote unquote a man topic, to have the facts to back. So we don't just have your opinion on it, but you also come with statistics. Because in the past, you've had some episodes where it's one of, oh, men like this, and I'm sitting here watching this, like the surgery one. Yeah, we don't like that. Your average your typical guy, no. Will we look at it? Yes. Will we even take it to bed?
I
Yes.
wasn't going to search
But-
it. We said men like
But
it.
yes, y'all did. Because I remember I talked to her. She was like, nah. And I said, well, how many women have you walked across, living what we live on a daily basis, have you came across with those surgeries? You don't. You don't, not too often. You know what I'm saying?
Surgeries.
Yeah, now, more so now, yes. But when that first came out, it was no. You didn't. On your everyday life, like you actually see, not folks that you see on Instagram, folks you see in the store.
Here's where
your day to day. And I was like, yeah, most men don't want that. Most men don't want to date that. Most men don't want to marry that. Most men will hit that, absolutely. But that's why you see these women that had these surgeries, they did big IG models, and they single as fuck.
Here's what I will say about stats. Y'all know I'm the research queen. I'm first to pull up the dictionary, so I like facts and stats. I hesitate with stats when it comes to stuff like that because with stats in general, it's always skewed. I can find you an article today that will say Trump was the worst president ever. I can also then 15 minutes later find you one that says he was the best. And they will both give you facts and figures. There are literally still
better than Biden.
But I do not deny that, and I am not a Trump supporter whatsoever. However,
I even take a step further and say I feel like he was better than Bush.
Yeah, I don't disagree with anything. But the reason that I'm saying that is because, prime example, how many times do we hear, 70% of black men are in jail? Here's the thing. It's the way and how you present it. 70% or 80% of those in jail are black men. But if you're gonna take, and I'm the person who does numbers, I literally pulled these numbers. This was years ago. This was at Xavier's birthday party when Troy was still there. We had a whole conversation.
I remember this.
I pulled the numbers and I said there are whatever the number of some 100,000 black men in jail. There are 23.6 million black men in general. Let us do the math because I love math. Less than 10% of black men are in jail, but they're never going to tell you that.
No.
They're going to present it
that defeats the narrative.
It defeats the narrative. So they're going to present it as 80% of those in jail are black men, and they know that the average person is only hearing 80% black men jail. That's all you're hearing. That's it. So for that reason, though, is why I always hesitate when we have conversations. And this is another reason we like winding with the guys, to get y'all on and get men's opinions. Mm-hmm. I hesitate to post stats because stats skew like that. Mm-hmm. Because stats do that. Stats say whatever the person pulling those stats want them to say. Mm-hmm. Because if it becomes, well, how many black men are in jail? Well, out of the whole population, like less than 10%. No, that's not good for the narrative. So how many then? Well, how many in jail? Well, we're looking at just the prison population.
The deadbeat dad topic.
Think
about it. If you want to be real, black fathers are better than any other race out there when it comes to their children.
Stats have proven that. And black women have said that as well to corroborate that when it comes to co-parenting, black men step up. When they're going to step up.
You know who's the worst? White men. White men are the worst.
Because
when it comes to interaction with their children.
The whole thing. When it comes to, I have my hairdresser's white, and she would say when it comes to like her clients, because she does men and women, who are guys will be like, anytime if they divorce the wife, they divorce the family.
Yeah, they divorce the whole
family. They divorce the whole family, kids included.
I've seen that.
So there's something to be said, and even now though there's like this switch on, oh, it's okay to co-parent. Remember that was like this horrible thing, you can't do it. Mm-hmm. But because more Caucasians are co-parenting as well and not getting married because marriage is down. Now it's okay. Now it's okay as long as y'all live in the same house. Then again, it's still got to have that caveat.
The things that we were doing
already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like we would turn around, we'd be together for 30 years. But no marriage certificate.
I mean, I can't tell you they're married. I can't say that's not going to be.
Yeah. You know, they got married 38 years later, you know?
My friend's parents didn't get married until she was about to go to college because they needed some break on it for her college.
You know what I'm saying? Literally, when my parents told me we get married, first of all, my mom getting married. My first question was to who? She was like, your dad? Like, legit. That was my question. I said, to who? She said, your daddy. Why?
Your mama ain't looking at nobody else.
I know that. But that's why
But again, if you've been looking at her this whole time,
what?
Who you
Well,
with?
I
Look,
understand. See, in talking and talking to my quote unquote best friend.
Yes, that's your best friend. Okay.
I understand why. At that time, he had got sick, and he was like, "What you're not gonna be able to do is tell me the person that's been there can't make these decisions."
Right.
So if you want to go down that road, she will be able to make every last decision that's necessary.
Right.
And that's what's up.
Yeah.
And he said, "Now I'm going to ensure that happens. I ain't going no damn where. She ain't going nowhere.
Clearly.
I don't really care about any of this
Clearly.
stuff right here.
Right.
But if this is what I
Clearly.
need to make sure that this happens, that's what's
Clear.
gonna
To
happen."
the point when we said mom and dad getting married, everybody was looking at us like, you need like renew? No. Like they can your parents ain't married? No.
Right.
I knew that they weren't, but again, it was one of those.
Who cares?
I've been in and out. I've been in and out so long, and they was together. Now I was like, oh, I get it. I'm a little confused.
Everybody had the same thought, like,
There's always been Mickey and Ma, so I
That's
didn't know
it.
the difference.
that's why I was like, okay. Well, that's what you girl, I'm getting married. To who? You
I
think?
think I kept forgetting that they weren't really married
I think everybody does.
until the bride shower. I was like, are we really in?
You know
what I mean?
That's funny.
Like, we really at this
Oh,
bridal
we
shower.
But then,
for
like,
mom.
so
We not gonna
you
talk
also
about
do
that,
have
though.
some circumstances.
We're not gonna talk about that.
What? The
The
bridal
bridal
shower?
shower. We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I was there. It was,
Because-
it was a mess, but
You know what? What I said was gonna happen
Happened.
is what happened.
Oh Lord, we're not gonna sidetrack.
we're not gonna stop. We're not
Like-
gonna go on that
like
diet.
literally,
Well, y'all saying
I
some wine for
knew it
another
was
time?
coming.
That's it.
Baby, leave me alone.
Some wine for another time.
Leave me alone. We're not even married right now.
We're not
Leave me
married.
alone. like that's how I felt. Like you don't understand, Marshall. She know I don't like driving to DC. They got a hotel in DC. I can't do nothing for you today. I can't do nothing for you today.
Yeah, you know, because I was
Nope.
there. It was a lot.
It was great in the beginning. And then.
Okay,
Niggas
Let's not go too
niggas.
far.
let's go to our fourth one. I'm not gonna
There's
ask
no
the
trivia question.
Nah, I mean,
Oh.
no, I'm gonna skip that
because
one.
we went,
over.
you know, we went around Hallberry.
I've been trying to get the ones that link. That ain't linked to nothing I got.
You getting the Malvines here?
Yeah, let's get this out the way.
Get the other
Now
red
that
on the
you-
table.
Now get this out the way. Pull it up.
And for y'all that
Well,
don't
it's not
know,
all the way.
it's not all the way
Oh.
in.
Yeah, man. That's a little more than the tip.
Now he gonna
Yeah.
finesse it out.
His head's big. Don't worry about it. You gotta
You
work
gonna-
that.
you gonna break it off?
Wow. Wait
Break it
a
off.
minute. What is happening here?
I hope you thinking of the question because you up next.
Yep,
See
I just
what
told
I'm
you.
saying?
I
He
just told
told
you.
you.
But nah, I didn't want to
Hard
listen to me.
head.
Don't listen to
Hard
me.
head
I'm just
tails
saying, man.
stuff. Okay. So,
Negro.
But y'all that don't know, my Vasi is like the one that started this. Period.
Yup.
In that I had it because why did I have it?
I don't know.
I had
Yeah.
it because you bought it.
And I bought it because it was something that you had in the past.
I did have this. Why did I have my Vasi? I don't remember. I had it somewhere and I was telling Marshall about it, and
That
so
was it with your cousin?
it could have been. I think it was my cousin Vanessa, and he bought it. He hunted it down. He found it. He bought it.
How could damn this shit is everywhere?
It wasn't at
It
first.
wasn't
Oh,
at first.
okay.
It wasn't when he got it. He got it
Yeah.
that December. So we had it December. It was me, you, and
Oh,
Eureka.
2020.
It was 2020, yes.
Yep.
And I gave it to her, and that was right after I said, "Ooh, you know what? They have a wine. They have a
You
wine
even said
app. It does. They have a wine app."
You know what I'm saying?
And she said, "Oh, we should start a podcast." So all that happened around the same time within 2 weeks.
And it's all Mavasia's fault.
And so my Vasi started. Because I was looking. That was the whole reason I got the wine app. Looking for
Cause
it.
looking for it.
I was looking for it.
So, ta-da, now you know the true origin.
That is the word. This is the wine that started it all.
The wine that started it all. Gee, we should be on the cover.
We should listen.
It'd be better than the cover that's on
I'll
here,
take a
'cause
trip
this
to
is weird.
Italy.
You can tell that was for women, because dudes would have been like, I
It's-
would have put it
it's-
down just because.
It's Pueblo. It's very Italian.
Where's the home?
Huh?
Italy.
It's in Italy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It sound alright.
Okay.
Now, if you know the history behind a lot of that, it sounds about right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Sound about right.
So, let's talk history.
Oh.
shit.
Historia.
Yeah, remember stuff
First year,
now. 2021.
2021.
Well, technically 2020 is when we
What?
started planning. But yes.
Well, then we 3.
That was planning
That
our
was
first
planning,
episode.
not
First
episode.
episode launched in 2021.
It was actually April 28th.
Oh.
Yeah, we launched early to make sure everything worked.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just
Okay.
left it up there.
Oh,
Okay. So, flashback to the past. You got asked to be on the episode. What were your thoughts?
what the hell we gonna talk about? That's
What were your
literally
thoughts?
my
What were
the
your
hell we gonna
feelings?
talk
How,
about?
like, talk us through your thought process on being a guest on the podcast.
I saw a women podcast and I'm like, we gonna get bashed when we come out here. What is going
Oh
on?
my God.
I did. I love y'all. I ain't lying. I love y'all. But I'm like, we gonna come out here. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had my guard up. I'm like, fuck, we about to talk about it.
I can't even
I ain't
pull
trying
up
to swing
the
on
first
nobody, but-
episode. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say I had my guard up.
That's you. I did.
I think I was more reluctant to be like, what can I say? What can I say?
Okay.
Because I know my mouth.
Same.
And I don't really care about what comes out of it. So it's one of the, this is your show. Are there any words I can't use?
I think he asked me that. I think
I
that was a
did,
legit question.
because I was like,
so,
can-
like, what
can
can,
we
I
curse?
not say?
Can we curse? Because I don't think I go a day without saying at least one, if not 20. So can we curse? It's part of my natural vocabulary. I need to know.
Like, legit, I think that was our conversation. I was like, yes, we curse.
Outside of that, it was please don't pick a trash wine. You know, I'm not really a wine fan. You pick some
And look
shit
how much
that's
he's
nasty as hell.
grown.
Don't rub on me like that, girl.
So
I got on these hoochie daddies. They gonna see something else at the bottom.
Oh, no.
Don't do that.
We can't get banned on YouTube
About
and
to get
Instagram,
some-
man.
Don't do that now.
About to
Hold
get
on.
We need a hoochie daddy.
I feel a little poke coming through.
I couldn't stand that song. I can't even.
This song was terrible, man. But you know
It was
what?
horrible. It was
But y'all were out on
horrible.
the dance floor with it.
No, I wasn't.
You know why? You know
That was the one
that,
song I
that
knew for
shows
a fact.
you they did not listen to the lyrics. They
But
were dancing to
that's
the
literally-
beat.
No,
Literally.
they
I
did.
do.
No,
She said that was terrible.
Because-
We
No.
danced
When
to
you
it.
listen to the lyrics of it,
When I
it's like,
first,
what?
first of all, when I first heard the song and that just came on, I said, what the hell is this? I can't stand, and the guy, the lead singer's voice, I can't stand his voice.
Alright.
So, yes, I don't know what
To
it
me, that
is.
song is just as bad
Girl,
as
you know I
Let's Get
felt it.
Married.
So, yes. So, and I think that's what, I think I subconsciously listened to the lyrics, but didn't really
Absorb them.
register.
Is it funny that
And
that's the
so-
one song we didn't want at our wedding?
Oh,
No,
hell.
that's not funny.
Like that's the one song we was like, whatever it is,
Don't
we
play
don't play.
Don't play
Let's
that.
get married.
No.
We don't
It's a
want
dumb
that.
song.
We don't want that.
So I was like, I can't stand this song. This song is dumb. It felt so elementary to me.
It is.
And then as I got older and I started, and like, you know, people played it. And I was like, wait a minute. What the heck is he talking? Oh, that's some corny ass shit. Like,
Actually,
It
man,
was
if you think about it, the beat
horrible.
even isn't that good. It's
that's
not that
what.
good.
No,
That's why
it's
I
all
didn't dance to it, because when I first heard the beat, I was like, what the hell
It's
is
all
this?
basic. It's super basic.
What is this? And then the lyrics didn't make it any better. And then when I listened to it, and you know, I became old enough to really like connect.
She got to the crap and by accident, man. It's
Put
such
it to
a-
the side. Like you
Why put
I'm
it back
save it
in?
for later.
I don't do that, man. So I was just
Look,
like,
look,
this is
look,
horrible. This is horrible. So that's why I was like, nope, I can't. And then when Let's Get Married,
What the
we
marriage
ain't
for?
getting no younger.
We ain't getting no
You
younger.
might as well do it.
But in all fairness, that is a black thought process.
But that's not
Let's-
romantic.
let's-
Like,
I didn't say it was romantic. Let's be real.
But people were
I
getting
don't want to
married
be
to
real.
that
And
song.
I don't want to
That
be,
part I
I don't
understand.
need to be that
But-
real at my
but
wedding.
how
Let's
many
still be a
times
fantasy at least.
Have you seen your uncle and your aunt?
My parents.
That's
said,
I mean, no, for you it was your parents, but your uncle and your aunt, they've been together forever. They done got like 4 or 5 babies, and still ain't married yet.
And
Then
you
all of a
gotta
sudden they
get-
turn
look,
60 and decide, baby, we need to just go ahead and
Look,
do this. We
the
ain't getting no
conversation
younger.
go a little something like this. Okay, babe, I was thinking, right? We got about what, 10,
Lies.
20 of them in. We got about 10, 20 of them.
We
We
might
ain't
as
getting
well.
no younger.
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to.
Come on, dude.
You gonna have to sell me a fantasy.
Screw that.
I don't give a damn.
I'm gonna tell you exactly
You
how that
sell
conversation
me
go.
this fantasy.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how that conversation go. Baby, we've been together about 30 years. I'm probably gonna outlive you, and I want to make sure, like with your dad and your parents,
security.
I want to make sure that ain't nothing forgotten, because I feel like we go down to the courthouse, we gonna forget something. Just let's get married, and then legally everything goes where it needs to,
They ain't
because
had that
women
conversation,
outlive men.
It's even worse. It went something like this. She come to you talking about, babe, you got to give me something this year that you ain't never gave me. And I bet you this man paused for a long time, like,
He was thinking,
look. Look, house. He's sitting in the room talking about house,
Kids,
that TV,
kids.
the bookshelf.
I ain't never left.
The floor. I showed you the floor. Like,
I just put a new carburetor in your car.
Right. Look, carburetor. What the hell I gave?
Oh, right.
Marry me. What? You done gave me rings, but I ain't gave you my last name.
She trying to look for that so there you go. Like, no.
Look at it. And he clapped his hands.
That's
You got a goddamn point.
right,
You know what, Mildred? Let's do this. Let's do this, Mildred.
Right. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm about to call him up right now. Hold on. T.
Call kids. Call kids. Call kids right now. Definitely call kids. Call the kids. No, legit. I feel like that was my parents' conversation, and then we came in, and baby, I'm getting married. Who?
Ain't y'all married?
Man, that was instant karma. That's what that was. For her parents, that was instant karma. Because when she said that, I'm getting married, it was a good laugh.
No,
it was a good laugh.
No. I told my
Nobody
mama that
believed
I
it.
was getting married.
They laughed. My mama laughed so hard she cried, and then called my daddy, and my ex said, "Mickey, guess what? Michelle get married." He didn't even ask to who. He said,
Oh,
and he
that's
was
when
laughing.
Well,
and I
then,
was like, "Well,
there
wait
was
a
an
minute."
instant karma. It was, but this is the story behind that. Then Mickey was probably there fussing, talking, "What shit? What else you want me to give you? I gave you this house, I gave you
Well,
the car."
Michelle got married.
Look, next thing you gonna talk about, we need to get married. We getting married, but I'm about to hit everybody up right now. Wait a minute, I wasn't saying that to be.
No,
Shit.
you know how? No, see, my parents just have a conversation. Yeah, and we just gonna go ahead and get married. Mom said, "Huh? Who? Me? You? Yeah. Who else would I marry? You know, I ain't married no to anybody else. It was probably, shucks now, let's do this.
That is your mama.
Oh, we about to get married. Oh, you know I love you. Like, my mama would have cursed. I know my mother. And then she called Erica, because she didn't call me. I know she did. She called Erica and was like, "Baby, me and your daddy get married." And we kept saying, Mom. Because before that, she kept saying it. Was like, "Mom, y'all, okay. Yeah, and so when she said, yeah, I said, "Daddy." So she came to us and was like, "Yeah, me and your daddy get married." I went to my daddy. I said, "Daddy," because I didn't think it was real. When y'all get married? He said, "In September." Pause. You gave me a month. That's not size. Pause. September. When? Around your mama's birthday.
And
Okay.
then gave a location.
In Vegas. I said, "Whoa, wait."
We actually serious. This is
When-
real. This is
I was
not-
like,
this is not
I
a
said,
drill.
"This is not a drill." But it's March.
That part.
That
That
and I
part.
was like, "Wait. Oh, so we're going to Vegas in September?" Because that's what I heard. I wasn't really thinking about the marriage.
Right.
And they go, "Yeah, we're going to get married." I said, "Oh,
That's funny.
so who coming?" She said, "Everybody."
Pause.
At that moment, I knew who planning this shit. And everybody looked at me. Literally, everybody in the room went, "So damn." I said, "Hold
Now,
up."
who signed
I
me
said,
up?
"But wait."
Who
I
signed me
said,
up?
"What date?
No.
What's the date of the wedding?" Here you go. Sometime after your mother's birthday, Daddy. Mama's birthday is on the 23rd. It ain't that much time.
We gotta wait.
Give you a week. It ain't that much time.
So her birthday was the ring. 7 days.
It ain't that much time left in September.
Damn.
Wait, what?
No, that wasn't the worst part though. This whole house got drug into it. So you gonna be the best man. What? It got 20 kids.
Right.
How I get drafted?
You're
But that was
the
because
being in the family.
Nehemiah was there, but we didn't know if he was coming or not. So we were like, oh, okay. Only one of my dad's actual sons, which was Nehemiah, was there. None of them, like no one else was around. Half of my brothers won't leave it where they were to go to Vegas. I don't know why, but whatever.
So basically, you got drafted into it, kind of like how I got drafted into somebody else's marriage as the best man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, and y'all on that note,
I had to go do the whole tux. I had to go do the tux thing too. You need to take daddy for his fitting. So,
he won't go.
why do I need to do
He
this?
won't go.
Do I have to start
Y'all
singing
understand my daddy. He won't gonna go. He was gonna show up in Vegas with nothing.
This a wine for another time. This is the second time I've said that. So
Man, because we ain't never gonna finish this episode.
man, goddamn.
Then y'all talk about us and digress.
It's our anniversary.
I guess. Okay, so here's given now we talking about U.S. cities, that leads me into this question. From what U.S. city are most of our listeners as of May 1st, 2023? Washington, D.C., San Francisco, or Dallas? So for all y'all that don't know, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, California, or Dallas, Texas?
I say San Fran.
I'm gonna say Dallas.
Dallas. Most of our U.S.
I knew it wasn't DC.
Yeah,
Most of our U.S. listeners.
This isn't controversial enough.
Now, if we taking D.C. into like buoy all the experts and putting them, yes, the DMV as a whole ranks it. But about 40
Just
or
one
30,
location?
yeah, it's Dallas. Dallas,
Yeah.
Texas. Dallas, Texas been with us from the beginning because they've been here. So thank you to all our Dallas listeners.
Hey, Vivi. Yeah.
They were trying to ride them steers.
You know what?
Oh, Lord.
I
I got
was already
family
doing
in
too much.
Houston and Austin, so I appreciate
I do
y'all.
too.
I used to have family in Dallas. They moved back to Houston.
And my daughter there.
She's in El Paso. Yeah, so. And
Yeah.
hey to everybody who has joined us. We can't get to the phone to wave, but I see other people have joined me. Jersey J.
Bow tie poppy.
That's my boy, Brandon.
Okay.
My other brother. That's your Tom's brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey. Okay, so now we on this.
Oh, that's your niece. Glasses.
I said that's good.
Oh.
Well, I said that's.
I said that's Jay.
I tell you who that was. I know who it is.
Remember, they're not coming back in. They probably eating.
They probably eating outside. All right, so next one.
Who just chose the last
Me.
one? That was you. Alright, we're gonna go for this
The
Voss looking bottle.
The
It
So,
looks like Voss.
go ahead, ask your question. That's what happened. When I went to the store, I was like, ooh, this looks like a Voss bottle.
Right.
I'm going to grab this because it looks like water. I didn't have the Moscato. I had the
Pinot.
Alright, so it says Voga Italia. Oh, it's Moscato. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't really say anything on the back. Just
That's our number one Moscato.
they capture the fruity aroma and unique flavor of the Moscato grape. That's what I got.
That's why we got it.
Full
I
range,
remember full range, but also I feel like this is the only Moscato that we've had
That we both.
that we both like, and we're not Moscato drinkers. We call it thought juice, but this Moscato
That's good.
is good. Like, and that's just it. Like,
We
it's-
did like their Pinot, but we also like Josh's. So we
Yeah.
went with Josh's Pinot and it was
and their Moscato.
That's another thank you that the ladies can give to the
Yes,
men,
the husband
to the
is
men behind the
responsible.
scenes.
The
of this
husband is
podcast.
responsible because he did give me the
Lucky
Pinot
wine.
first. And
Picking
then
up
he was like,
wine.
oh, they have a Moscato. And I was like, I don't really drink Moscato.
I mean, stick to good brands.
We were doing brands for the month. So because I started with that, I went ahead and continued with it. And that's how we found this. So it's a great find. I really do enjoy this wine. So
Oh, that is really
your
good.
question.
That's it's good.
Okay.
Right.
It's not thoughty.
Nah.
This is a
I don't really know what
they
toddy
say
tastes like, but I don't think this tastes like
a
toddy.
sophisticated. No, I want to say it the ghetto way.
Say it again.
Sophisticated. Sophisticated Moscato.
My question. Let me think.
Pretty good.
What has been your favorite part of us having this podcast? Cause y'all get like the direct benefits of this podcast because y'all with us all the time.
Sampling, because I don't think that I would have ever.
Oh
in
wait,
my
I
lifetime-
have a second.
I sample even when she don't know I sample. Hey, when she done went to bed or she in the shower, I get up in the morning. Oh, that's what she had last night.
Right.
That's okay.
Right. I've done that. Because she always says, look, don't touch these because they haven't been open. But once they open, you just splash.
Once you open,
Just
it's free
splash.
game.
Yeah, he knows the ones on the left.
It's one of them. You just don't drink too much of it. It can still be used. Won't have no problems over it.
So then that brings me to my part 2. What have you learned the most there? What have you learned doing the podcast? And I mentioned this, and this became my question, mostly because of the husband. Because let me tell y'all, when we first started this, and I'm gonna put this on air, I remember the conversation when we said we gonna start a wine podcast, and this man, wine, God, who drinks wine? Y'all so girly, just wine, blah. Throw me. Ain't nobody drinking that. Ain't nobody bringing that disgusting. And now this man is like, so the Sauvignon Blanc.
The sophistication.
I do rather enjoy a Sauvignon.
I feel like we can put this in such and such.
This prophecy. He done promoted prophecy 8 times, y'all. Like, let's
When it ain't even on the table.
It's not. Yeah, you promoted a lot, but it's not even on the table.
I don't know what they speak of. They are not going to lump me in that boat right there. I apologize for their actions and behavior.
You sound like I did not have sexual relations.
He put the disclaimer out. Listen.
Prophecy, you're still a great brand.
So while all y'all sampling, what is it that you have learned about your taste in wine, or wine in general, or your palates in these 2 years?
I'll say this. My mentality of wine has changed. And by that I mean, I thought for wine to taste good, it had to be fruity, it had to be sweet, it had to be almost wine cooler. Because I didn't drink wine. I drank liquor.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking for I won't say I'm not looking for a taste with liquor, but I'm not looking for a sweet taste with liquor. I'm looking for something strong, something that, gets me there, and not gin, except for that one that we had, which is pretty good. That's the only gin I would drink.
That was special.
Anything outside
What
of
y'all
that.
had
However,
at a what?
my
Wine festival.
right, we did. We found it.
But I will say,
You're welcome.
We've had some good liquor.
Yeah,
At
wine
wine
festivals. Actually, absolutely.
You're welcome.
Like,
We've also had some good wine
at wine
at wine festivals, and it's changed my idea. Like, I actually have certain wines that I like, and I can go in the store and say, hey, I do like a Cabernet for this. I do like a Sauvignon Blanc for this. I do like a Pinot Grigio. And I actually know the names, because before it was just, it's white wine, it's red wine. That's what you had. That's what I can give you. And now it's just different. And I really don't like the fruity sweet wines. That's not
at all.
What was that one brand?
Stella Rosa.
Man, I'm so sorry, but the Stella Rosa, look, man, you might be a great brand for some people. Not in this room.
No.
And your product gives people headaches.
It's very
Because it's
sweet.
so much sugar in it. It's like,
Worse than a hangover.
I know what it is. It's just as bad as Pinnacle.
That is horrible.
That is the sweetest. I realized, I guess at this age, maybe when I was younger, I just didn't think about it. But now,
It was cheap. When you were younger, it was cheap. We drinking this, it's $16. Oh yeah, we good. We
right.
put
Now,
It got alcohol in it.
Right.
When you young, you just have to be drinking.
Yeah, but now it's just like
I drinking
Seagrams.
yeah,
Seagrams.
yeah, no,
Because you can get that big ass bottle at a low cost. You get you some juice.
That's like
And you
Arbor
sip it
Mist
all
back in
night.
the day.
What else box wines? Which I will not do, but
I promise you.
I think for me,
I always felt like when somebody first said box wine, I was like, wine in a box? Like,
Right.
who is that for?
Right.
but see, the funny thing is, a lot of times the people that drink that ain't poor.
I
No,
know that, which
They
is
just
crazy.
their palate's just unsophisticated.
It's on the table.
But I think for me, one of the things that I learned was more so the parents, where it and having this podcast with y'all, we've learned. That's why you'll see me cook sometimes, and if I know, like today, I didn't know what we were facing, but I knew more red meats go with most red wines. It's a better pairing. You'll get a better flavor out the wine. You know what I'm saying? Where before it was, I thought you was drinking that shit to drink it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like wine, you like wine.
I mean, there's some wines you do.
When it comes to liquor, most of the time we drink liquor because we like liquor.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're not looking to pair it with certain foods. I'm a whiskey guy. I'm gonna drink whiskey whether I'm eating chicken or steak. It's gonna be whiskey.
Yep. I drink Hennessy.
But in the world of wine, it's different. If I'm eating chicken, it's more than so likely gonna be a white wine. If I'm eating a steak or lamb, it's gonna be a red. So that's what I learned from it.
See, we educate y'all
A little bit,
a little bit. We are educators
in our
own way. Just put it out and have some conversations.
Yay. Okay.
Okay, so
I appreciate y'all.
we got one left. That shows that you
Is it
can.
one?
We do, but before we do that, I do have one question. So,
No.
what's our most downloaded episode? So this is for our podcast platforms as of May 1st, 2023. Is it sex versus intimacy, dieting, workout, music, and gym life, or how men handle temptation? This is our podcast listeners. So not our YouTubers, but our podcast listeners. The answer may surprise you when we come back. He's always
I'll go with A.
You go A, dieting,
I'll go with A.
the sex versus intimacy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go with men
How
handle
men handle
temptation.
temptation.
You gonna go with C?
It is dieting, workout
I don't
music,
believe
and gym life.
I don't even believe it.
It's
I
our
don't
most
believe it.
downloaded.
I don't believe it.
I wouldn't expect that at all.
I don't believe it.
That's our most downloaded.
I figured.
On YouTube, our most watched is sex versus intimacy.
Yes.
Okay.
But our podcast listens downloads is that one. I was surprised too.
We were
Wow.
too. When she told me, I was like, oh, well, that's different.
That's very different.
That's surprising. But to me, that was a compliment of the range that
Of
we
the
covered.
range, indeed.
So it also solidified for me where, you know, everybody likes to do just visual. Listening has its, has its area, has its pocket, has its necessity as well. So, and it's different from visual. So,
And that was one of our Journey to Fitnesses. We no longer do that series.
we will still touch bases on it periodically. here and
Throughout
there.
our Sis Let's Slide or Shoot Shit, as we call it now, series. But no, that was for our Journey to Fitness.
Yeah, so
But yes, that's our most downloaded.
that's our most downloaded, listened to, and I honestly, I'm not. It took me for a surprise, but when you think about it, everybody's talking about fitness. Everybody's talking about being wealthy. I'm not wealthy, healthy. Well, wealthy too. And just doing what's self-care and all of that stuff, their journey, and for a lot of people, that does reflect.
And most I think you want to hear that
And you
more
wanna
than
hear
look
that,
at, because some
right.
people you look and be like,
okay,
this
this is
skinny
for.
bitch, get out my face.
And clearly, I'm fluffy. Okay, I'm not skinny. All right,
But you know, or there's that, because visually people be like,
oh, she fluffy.
Oh,
How she
how
gonna
you
say
gonna
talk
talk to
about
me?
right?
And what I will say to that part right there is, as a personal trainer, I do hear a lot of clients say when guys come in training somebody and their body isn't favorable, it's one of them. Well, why he don't take his own advice?
Right.
It's certain things that you do. I understand, and you needing to look the part.
but I think audio for us, because we were talking about what we listen to and how we stay motivated and going to the gym and our struggles with that and all that, lends itself better to the audio than perhaps the visual.
Then the visual, yeah.
So,
So, our wine is,
God.
we got prophecy. It's a buttery Chardonnay.
This Bama is
He's been waiting all
Right.
You see,
Y'all
he
see
done
the
sat
dimple-
back
y'all see the
crossed
dimples?
fingers, now he turned into a whole professor.
Y'all see the dimples?
The dimples out.
Oh, smiling for years.
Not the leg cross.
And the leg cross. That
You
ain't
got the
right.
Gucci Daddy show, so put your leg down. Stuff
That
like
ain't
that.
right.
Don't get this big word out of me.
My meat gonna fall like
It's no question.
Adjust myself.
Okay.
Oh my Lord.
Not Marshall. Okay. All right. So my question is, because you all see are our most consistent podcast. We real family over here, okay? We real parents. This real life.
It's not stage.
Welcome
dog.
to life.
It's not stage, dog.
And my kids get up.
no, just one. Just one.
Yeah, because the rest of them are a little
Just one.
They are a little bougie.
No.
You all right?
What's the question?
5 seconds.
I couldn't
5 seconds.
because it
good.
was the no.
I did that the other day. 5 seconds. I was like,
I'm good now.
Well, I mean, my floors are clean considering I painted it and I was waxing and I was scrubbing it.
I know you do.
Look, it's all in my head. Yeah. My OCD gets real. What? Can we get to the question? Lord. Shit. You lose train of thought. So,
I saw the question. Go ahead.
damn. Y'all know I'm dyslexic.
you alright?
So, no. So with all this said and done, my question would be, with you all being the most consistent guest on the show, what would you hope that we get from this?
Get some what?
What will you all hope from that we get from this podcast? It's been 2 years. You've seen our ups, our downs, our roundabouts, our happies, our sads, our angries, our extremely emotionals. What would you want us
Recording
to see
mishaps.
us mishaps?
God, that was
Oh Jesus, that still hurt my heart.
Yeah.
You know, all of that. But what would you all hope that we get from this?
Financial growth and success. Like, I want y'all to get to a point where that this is a business, that it brings in, not only income, but the benefits of owning a business, wider span of guests, so it's not just us or friends that actual, wine connoisseurs can come out, or actual, like y'all already started having,
Yeah, in that vein, I do want to thank all our guests, especially Alma Derricks, who was our wonderful, and she talked to us about staying sane in the insanities of work.
I need to talk to her again.
Yeah, we trying to get her back. She was
Right.
awesome.
But just a wider variety of people on here.
And the owners of She Crazy Ron, they came.
Yes, they were.
They were
awesome.
great as well.
On more subjects.
Yeah, we
We got that.
I know you got more subjects.
That part we have.
But definitely to a point where you're receiving more than you're giving. I think at this point you've had 2 years of giving. So, before this year is out, I think it's time to start to receive things back. This has been a lot of sacrifice on our end and your end. It's been a lot of sacrifice, and I think at this point now, more investing into, the business itself, where it's not as hobby-like versus, it's like, hey, I own a podcast, and it's doing this, and it generates this type of income, and because that's another level.
Local brands, we are in the Maryland and DC and Virginia area.
Possibly Pennsylvania and Delaware.
Yeah, for right now. So please feel free, who are local. We are happy to feature you on this here table. Yeah, that's my plug. Sorry.
Yep.
No, don't. We're not sorry. We're not sorry at all.
That's my
Come on over, is what we're saying.
for me, it's growth.
What kind of growth?
Growth. All the way around. Because financially, I feel like you guys have been doing this long enough. Within this next year, you should be seeing something. Even if that's y'all are to the point y'all making a measly $100 a month.
That would be
It's more than where you were years ago. But at the same time, that you also get understanding from certain topics that you may feel a certain way about. But then when someone gives you their story, you can also, I can understand why you could see it this way, where I may see it this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's what I'm hoping you guys get out of this next year and going forward is that growth all the way around.
We are definitely hoping to grow in year 3 because this is wrapping up 2 years of this, and I think year 1 we were just trying to see if we could
what we can do.
Can we do it? I think year 1 was definitely can we do it every week and commit.
And I think year 2 has been okay. Now that we know we can, let's
Making it
establishing who we are.
And that.
Let's establish who we are. What is our? I feel like we're still looking for our quote unquote niche, but we have a foundation of what we will do, what we won't do, and things like that. So now it's okay. Now that those things are established, how do we grow? How do we grow in the direction that one doesn't deplete us,
Right.
but also one that we can sit up and be proud about? Because some people, when they get to a certain point, they go, oh, okay, well, this was my original plan, but I had to go so far left, and then you find it to get popular, and we don't want to do that, which is why, like right now, we are almost there at 100 subscribers after 2 years, but we understand why. But we also made up our minds from the beginning. We want our organic subscription. So that means it takes us a little longer. But what it then does is it helps we keep our integrity.
Yes.
And for us, that's a big thing. So I feel like now, year 2, we've really honed in on that a lot. We even tweaked some things.
We changed some things.
Yeah.
We got rid of, to the husband's point about time, we got rid of Journey to Fitness because it was every 5th Wednesday, which was really only like 4 times a year. But it was pulling for y'all who don't know, like, we come up with the ideas and she does a lot of the editing for the vlogs when we go out and do our Sips on the Wine. That was her baby. So, that's
Sips on the Road.
Sips on the Road. Sorry, Sips on the Wine. Sips on the Road was her baby. When you sipping on the wine?
She had a lot of sips on wine.
Because get real, all that. That's about to be a
But we do. That was hers, and we did that. And mine, a lot of it has been production.
Spilling wine?
A lot of mine has been production and getting it out every week, and it just became pulling too much from us. Me and the boyfriend, that I was like, sis, can we just cut Journey to Fitness? It's only 4 times a month. We could do a little bonus because we would hit record way before a lot of the stuff that you see. So thank you, Sissy. She said happy anniversary.
Thank you. Hey, Attica.
Hey, Eureka's. And for that, I think it was pushing getting rid of that. It was also a conversation with B Cox. I'm just gonna shout out a lot of our guests because they've been wonderful.
And they've been giving us wisdom.
Because B Cox has 2 or 3 podcasts that he's on, and he's been on for 2 or 3 of our episodes, talking about marriage, what men look for in a wife, wifey material, who's the episode, y'all should definitely check that out, and a couple others. And him being like, he was part of the reason that we shrunk it. Because when we started,
he was like,
as y'all remember, we had so many series. And he was like, it's hard to know where to put y'all, and while y'all don't want to box yourselves, you still need to streamline so it makes sense. And that's when we came up with for year 2, there's 4 Wednesdays, 4 series. And that's what we did, Sis Let's Wine with the guys for the culture. And we will blend the family stuff into one of them, all of that, we'll do that. We also talked to another one of our friends, Mr. Carl Gray III, who's been on a bunch of times talking about business. and he gave us a lot of business advice. We had to put it out that episode. Sorry, y'all.
But
But
I ain't sorry. Y'all ain't y'all business.
but he did give us a lot of, us and y'all, because if y'all listening, it is a very rich thing. But he was also like, because he was the first person we told that we skew men. Like, most of our listeners are guys. And he was like, well, part of that is because, and to the boyfriend's point, we don't male bash. We don't necessarily women bash. We kind of fall in the middle because of the lives we've lived. That I can understand why some men turn deadbeat, but I still gonna hold you to an accountability as a father. We are raising children that are not our own, so we don't have the patience for the deadbeat moms. To the point of, you know, the husband's favorite episode. But I think for us, this whole thing has just been a learning journey of even us having our own disagreements, because the pretty privileged episode got a little real.
It did.
And being able to come back next week
And say, okay.
and be like, gotta move forward. I'm not gonna take what you said personally,
I wasn't really claiming you.
because you have your experience in life and so do I. And I think the first 2 years have definitely been us that, and I know that for us, year 3, we are definitely trying to hope to get sponsorships or $100. Somebody to pay for these wines.
Somebody should pay. We ain't asked for nothing. Just pay for our wine.
Just pay for
That's
the
it.
wines.
Just the wine.
Just pay for the wines.
We're gonna start an OnlyFans wine out. You're gonna see feet and bottles.
Feet and bottles.
Feet and bottles. You know what?
I know you will. I'm not
We gonna have feet.
feet.
We can do legs.
We can pull
We
them
can do legs.
feet.
I'm
We
gonna
can do legs.
Just boom, you like that?
Right.
In your sexy
I wash
voice,
my
you
feet
like
in
that?
wine.
Hey, don't question the sexy voice.
We're gonna step on some grapes and just
Popping grapes.
look at this.
Hey.
I Love Lucy episode.
Somebody will pay for that.
It's somebody will
You know what?
I say we set it up.
May turn around, come from either Kentucky or Tennessee after that.
Black women didn't step in them grapes. They didn't step in them grapes.
Oh, we knew they had them
Look
feet.
at them feet.
Okay, y'all. I'm
No, she
sorry.
ain't say them feet.
Them feet.
Yeah, them feet.
And since we brought that, brings me to my last.
You want to do your last question with that?
No, because I want to just pop in something.
Okay.
In what country outside of the U.S. do we have the most listeners as of May 1st this year? United Kingdom, Germany, or Canada?
United Kingdom.
Yeah, I was gonna say the U.
Germany.
Because I thought it was Ukraine.
But they don't speak English.
Our biggest, they speak German. I get we outside of the U.S. 38% of our listeners, which would be our second highest country. The UK comes second, then Canada, or it comes third, and then Canada. It's Germany out of Krefeld. Krefeld. I don't even know where that is. When I had to look up, because when I looked up cities that were most popular in, it was Dallas, the DMV was split up, and then Krefeld. And I Googled, where the hell is Krefeld? If you put Krefeld, I don't know, I didn't look at the map here. But if you look up Krefeld, I Googled it, it's in Germany. And I was like, so Krefeld, Germany, y'all here, thank you. Hi.
So we got
passports.
I like
travel.
Gewürztraminer, because I like Gewürztraminer. I like Gewürztraminer.
So we gotta travel to Krefeld.
Between Krefeld and
to do a live
Transylvania.
broadcast.
Oh yeah, we
Right.
had a bunch in early
I'm
on.
not
We
against
were
it.
very popular and
Yeah.
prominent in
Transylvania.
Transylvania, Romania.
Yeah, we were in the top
We were in the top
100
100
I'm
for
not
like.
going. I'm not going to Dracula's home. I'm not going there.
Not going
Blah.
I'm not going there. It'll be all red wine.
Right. Y'all don't have any white wine here? And everybody trying to look at you like this, be like,
It's all about the blood,
I'll
right?
get, right. I'll get this Cabernet Sauvignon.
You said where is it close to what? You said Frankfurt.
Don't nobody know.
Well, I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Krefeld to.
Y'all know she be looking stuff
I'm
up.
know who I am. To
We
what
know.
now? You said Frankfurt.
Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Yeah, I ain't had no wine in a long time, so.
It's 3 hours from Krefeld.
Oh, well, it's not close.
That's not bad. That's like going to Richmond from here.
Yeah,
It's 3 hours.
That's like La Plata.
It's 3 hours.
That's 3 hours to get to the place.
That's terrible.
He's
Doesn't
like,
take nothing hours.
It's
Well, I
3
know,
hours.
and the traffic that's out there right now, it might.
Mm.
It might.
Hey, look,
In the way in Maryland.
Freckles is 3
I gotta go to
hours.
Brandywine. I'm so
northwest.
glad it's that first light and then they're off.
Stupid.
So, yeah, that's our 6 wines curated from these past 2 years, almost 3 years. Yeah, we're gonna pop our sweet sparkling.
yeah, we about to pop this sweet sparkling as a surprise.
While Marshall's opening that up,
It says
I'll be right
1,000
back.
lives, sweet sparkling wine. Let's see, 1,000 lives, 1,000 memories, many of which are complemented by an enjoyable glass of wine. This wine is inspired by the saying,
Out of
"An
the
elephant
frame on
never forgets." There are thousands of moments experienced in every person's life. This wine is dedicated to those memories. That's what I have.
That's so
That's
so
so
fitting.
Afro-
And it's a product of Argentina.
I'm about to say, I know you got it because it's an elephant.
I got it because
I know you got it
I
because.
did.
And I saw
But
it.
I had 1,000
It
wines.
was the elephant.
I've had 1,000 wines before with something else, and I don't think I cared for it. But it is out of Argentina, and it's sparkly. So I wanted to pop something different.
Y'all know we
Well, then do y'all want to pop
We
this?
pop it. We bought
Oh, it's like a
Yeah.
group type of
Yeah.
opening.
Do y'all want to pop
Oh,
this? Or do
that's
you
so
want me to?
cute.
You might
Can I
as well.
keep the cork?
No,
I gotta
open this without breaking the
Oh no!
bottle.
Hell no!
What y'all
Oh,
will
no,
not
no,
do
no,
on
no.
here.
What you won't do?
Well, then
is
I
act
get the
like-
cork.
No, what
No,
you won't
don't
do
get the
is
cork.
act like you
It's
just
black cork.
didn't move this couch with all of a sitting on it. I dare
wasn't
you,
sitting on it.
we
when
were.
I was. and
We
she
were.
was.
and I'm a
You
good
said
225.
All of us. means
All of us right
three
here.
of
All of
us.
us right here. I didn't even
I
go
just
like
want
this.
the cork.
Here, go ahead. But if you break the top,
I
right?
keep the cork.
You gotta fight her for the cork.
Oh, and it's your favorite color.
Who's mine?
Purple.
Yes, purple
So-
on it.
We got them a nice little cake
There it
to
is.
say happy anniversary.
Yeah, I was poor.
I mean, it don't say.
It don't say it. I said 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
I said 2 seconds.
That
It
implies.
say.
It implies.
The
The
implication.
implications are there. I don't know how good or not this is gonna be, but it's sparkly, and I wanted to try something bubbly.
And we got
for
cake.
celebration.
We got cake. We got cake. So, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you for joining us on our
Cheers to that.
on our anniversary episode Why Not Why Tasting. As we turn 3 and say happy birthday
Well,
to
we turned
us.
2.
We
Going into 3.
we about to be 3.
In a year.
The start of the third year. It's the beginning of
It
the
is the
third
Okay,
year.
the beginning of 3.
Yes.
Jesus. Thank you.
I pray to God she never time travels.
Oh.
Go ahead.
And on that note, we will all say cheers to that. Here's to you.
In a year or 2 when it started year 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
bad.
good.
That's pretty good.
It needs to be colder.
I'm about to say, I wish
Those
it
need
was
to
a
be
little
cold.
cooler.
Second.
That was a pleasant surprise.
It was.
Wow.
That was definitely a pleasant surprise.
This would be good in the mimosa.
Yes.
Yes. With the shot.
Oh, a
With the
shot of Chardonnay with this.
I can see that.
I can see that.
It's bang.
Or a side of the Cabernet, the semi-sweet for the red
Ooh,
color.
Yes.
Just for the color.
Y'all, wine tails is gonna be a month. We gonna figure it
We're
out.
gonna do a wine tail month. One day. Someday.
We gonna figure it out for y'all. It'll probably be season 4.
Yeah,
Um,
it's season. Well, this kicks off season 3.
Yeah, this kicks off season
Officially.
3. It'll probably be season 4. At this moment, we'd like to say thank you for joining us for another wonderful episode of A Little Something, the number 2. Wine About. Be sure to join us each and every Wednesday at noon on your lunch break for more laughs, more fun, and of course, more wine.
I also want to thank all our guests we had this past year. I can't remember the year split, but I know that
Crystal,
we've had Crystal, Alma Derricks, the ladies of Shoe Crazy Wine. I'm really bad with names.
Trey, Cortland,
Shatan,
Cody, these two,
the husband and the boyfriend.
Isha,
Eureka,
Eureka and Erica, the same
Eureka,
person.
person.
So many Trey.
I
Did
think
you
we
say
said
Trey?
Trey.
Oh.
We said Trey.
Thank
He's
you
put in
all.
twice that.
Thank you all. Thank
who
you
was
all.
Yeah, everybody.
Dave.
Dave.
Aaron.
Cheers to the cake.
Not cheers to the cake.
We want to thank all the guests that we've had this year. It's been the past 2 years. It's been an amazing 2 years, and we are definitely looking forward to year 3. So, thank y'all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be sure to join us
Say,
each and every last Saturday of the month. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Sean.
Be sure,
Yeah.
Sean, yes.
He said chocolate.
Be sure to join us
did.
each and every last Saturday of the month, right here on YouTube and on Instagram.
And your favorite podcast platform.
Your favorite podcast platform, Amazon, what was I supposed to say? iMac.
Spotify,
Apple Music.
We are on all of them.
All of them. Just look us up. ALS2WA. And I say it slow because
It's the acronym for
it's the acronym for a little something
about.
to write about. Just hashtag, look for the hashtag, and we'll come right up. Thank you again, and again. And remember, as always,
There's nothing wrong with a little wine.
or lots. Toodles! Bye! I'm gonna eat my cake.
This is pretty good.
Cake.
Mm.